O my Jesus, I humbly bow before your divine presence. May your most loving heart help me to meditate on the 24 hours of your most sorrowful passion. In that passion, you wanted to suffer so much for our love in your adorable body and in your most holy soul, even unto death on the cross. O give me help, grace, love, profound compassion, and understanding of your sufferings as I now meditate this hour. For those hours that I cannot meditate, I offer you my desire to meditate them. Accept my intention to meditate on all the hours, even when I must sleep or perform my duties. O merciful Lord Jesus, united with you, grant that my intention may be profitable for me and for many, as if I had effectively carried out what I desire to do. I give you thanks, O my Jesus. I thank you for calling me to union with you in your prayer. To please you, I take your thoughts, your tongue, and your heart. I want to pray with them. I want to fuse myself in your will and in your love. I extend my arms to embrace you. I rest my head on your heart, and I begin. 5 a.m. Jesus is in prison. My prisoner Jesus, I wake up and do not find you. My heart pounds violently, longing for your love. Tell me, where are you? My angel, take me to Caiaphas's house. I go around and around. I search everywhere, but I do not find you. Quick, my love, remove the chains that keep my heart bound to yours and draw me to yourself so that, pulled by you, I may take flight and throw myself into your arms. Already wounded by my voice, O my love, you want my company and you draw me to you. I see that they have put you in prison, and while my heart leaps for joy of finding you, it feels wounded by sorrow on seeing how badly they have abused you. I see you with your hands bound behind you to a column, your feet tied, your most holy face bruised, swollen, and bleeding from the cruel blows you receive. Your most holy eyes look dark, weary, and anguished from sleeplessness. Your hair is disheveled, and your most sacred body is bruised all over. What is more, you can neither help nor clean yourself because you are bound. O my Jesus, with sobs, I embrace your feet and I say to you, "Oh, what have they done to you, my Jesus?" And you respond, "Come, my child, pay attention to what I do and do it with me so that I may continue my life in you." To my amazement, I see that instead of concerning yourself with your pains and indescribable love, you concern yourself with glorifying the Father to make up to him for all that we owe him. And you call all souls around you to take all their evils upon yourself and to give them all your blessings. And since we are at the dawn of the new day, I seem to hear your most gentle voice saying, "Holy Father, I give you thanks for all that I have suffered and for all that remains for me to suffer. As this dawn brings the day and the day makes the sun arise, so too let the dawn of grace arise in all hearts. Informing the day, may I, divine Son, arise in all hearts and reign over all. O Father, look at these souls. I want to answer to you for everyone, for their thoughts, words, deeds, and steps, even at the cost of my blood and my very life. My Jesus, boundless love, I unite with you. I too give you thanks for all that you have made me suffer and for all that remains for me to suffer. I beg you to make the dawn of grace rise in all the hearts so that you, divine Son, may rise in all hearts and reign over everyone. My sweet Jesus, I see that you also make reparation for all the first fruits of the day in thoughts, words, and affections that are not offered to you to give you honor. You call into yourself as something owed to you all the thoughts, words, and affections of creatures to make reparation for them, and to give the Father the glory that he ought to receive from them. My Jesus, divine Master, in this prison we can spend an hour together. Since we are alone, I not only want to do what you do with you, but I also want to tidy you up, to arrange your hair and to fuse myself in you. That is why I draw near your most holy head and arrange your hair. I want to make reparation to you for so many twisted and carnal minds that do not give you a single thought. Fusing myself in your mind, I want to adore all your thoughts in you, to make reparation for all sinful thoughts, and for so many stifled lights and inspirations. I want to make all thoughts one with your thoughts, to give you true reparation and perfect glory. My afflicted Jesus, I kiss your eyes, so sad and full of tears. With your hands bound to the column, you cannot dry them nor clean the spittle with which the soldiers have dirtied you. And since the position they have bound you in is excruciating, you cannot close your weary eyes to rest. My love, how willingly I would make a bed with my arms and give you rest. I want to dry your eyes, to ask your forgiveness, and to make reparation for all the times when we did not intend to please you, when we did not try to see what you want from us, what we must do, and where you want us to go. And I want to fuse my eyes and the eyes of all creatures in yours, to make reparation with your own eyes for all the evil that we have done with our sight. My pitiable Jesus, I kiss your most holy ears. The insults of the night and the sinful echoes of creatures' sins weary your eyes. I ask your forgiveness, and I make reparation for all the times you have called us and we were deaf or pretended not to hear you, when you, my weary Jesus, repeated the calls, but in vain. I want to fuse my ears and the ears of all creatures in yours, to make continuous and complete reparation, so that the spiritual ears of all creatures will open, listen to your divine summons, and follow them. My Jesus, in love, I kiss your most holy face, red with bruises from the blows. I ask your pardon, and I make reparation for all the times you called us to be victims of reparation, and we joined your enemies to slap you and spit in your face. Ah, I am dying from grief. My Jesus, I want to fuse my face in yours, to restore your native beauty, and to make complete reparation for all the contempt that has been heaped upon your most holy majesty. My suffering Jesus, I kiss your most sweet mouth, bruised by blows and parched by love. I want to fuse my tongue and the tongues of all creatures in your tongue, to make reparation for all evil conversations and the sins of speech. My thirsty Jesus, I want to unite all the voices of creatures with your voice, so that for all those who are about to offend you, your voice will run inside each voice and smother the voices of sin, changing them into voices of love and praise. Enchained Jesus, I kiss your neck, weighed down by heavy chains. Ropes run from your breast, behind your back, and around your arms, keeping you tightly bound to the column. Your hands swell and redden from the tightness of the bonds, and from various places blood spurts from them. O bound Jesus, let me free you. If you love to be bound, I will bind you with chains of love. Instead of making you suffer, these sweet chains will soothe you. As I unfasten you, I want to fuse myself into your neck, your chest, your shoulders, your hands, your feet, making reparation with you for all of the attacks of creatures, giving the chains of your love to everyone and repairing all the indifference. In the same way, I want to fill all hearts with your fire, for I see that you hold so much that you cannot contain it. I make reparation for all the illicit pleasure and love of comfort, to give all souls the spirit of sacrifice and the love of suffering. I want to fuse myself in your hands to make reparation for all evil deeds, mine and those committed by others, for the good done in a bad way or with presumption, and to give the fragrance of your good works to everyone. And I want to fuse myself in your feet to enclose the steps of all men, to make reparation for them, and to give all souls your steps so that they may walk in holiness. My sweet life, as I fuse myself in your heart, permit me to enclose all affections, heartbeats, and desires in it. Let me make reparation for them with you, and give everyone your affections, heartbeats, and desires, so that no one may ever offend you again. But I hear the rattling of keys. Your enemies come to take you out of prison. Jesus, I tremble. I feel my blood freeze. In a moment, you will be back in the hands of your enemies. Then what will they do to you? I seem to hear the rattling of the keys to the holy tabernacles. How many profaning hands come to use them, perhaps even to make you descend into sacrilegious hearts. How many times when they carry you through the streets in procession or for holy viaticum do you meet enemies who despise and offend you? My prisoner Jesus, I want to stay with you in all your prisons of love, to watch when your ministers take you out, to keep you company, to make reparation for all the offenses you suffer. I see that your enemies arrive. You greet the rising sun on the last of your days here on earth. As they take you out, they see your perfect decorum, and as you look at them with great love, they pummel your face with such powerful blows that they leave your face covered with your precious blood. My love, in my sorrow, I beg you to bless me before you leave this prison, and may your blessing strengthen me to follow you throughout the rest of your passion.
Reflection for the 5 a.m. hour.
Jesus is placed in prison, bound to a column, immobilized, and smeared with spittle and mud. He searches for my soul to cleanse him and to keep him company. Am I happy to be alone with Jesus, or do I seek the company of others? Is Jesus my only breath and my only heartbeat? If I hold everything that is inside of me, sorrows, irritations, as if they were my own, I will never be alone with Jesus. I must hold what surrounds me and even the creatures as if they belong to Jesus, and they may surround him like a retinue. On the other hand, if I hold them as if they concerned me, I will never be alone with Jesus. That is why I must lay everything, both interior and exterior, that concerns me around Jesus to keep him company, and I shall be satisfied only with Jesus. May Jesus be my only breath, my only heartbeat. Am I careful to change all the offenses that creatures do to me with love? With Jesus in prison, do I have the strength, the promptness to jail myself in Jesus for love of him? To make us like him, loving Jesus binds our souls, but how? With hardships, oppression, sorrow, and every other kind of mortification. Are we happy to be bound by Jesus in the prison where his love places us? That is, in darkness, oppression, and even worse. Jesus is in prison. Do I think that my prison ought to be similar to that of Jesus? Do I feel the strength and readiness to imprison myself in Jesus for his love? My afflicted Jesus yearns for my soul to untie him and sustain him in the powerful situation that confronts him. Do I yearn only for company of Jesus to free me from the chains of every passion and bind me to his heart with even stronger chains? Do I place my pains around suffering Jesus to remove the spittle and mud that sinners hurl at him? Jesus prays in prison. Is my prayer with Jesus constant? Mine change, Jesus. You become a prisoner out of love for me. I beg you, then to imprison in you all that I am, my mind, my tongue, my heart, so that I will no longer be free, and you will have absolute dominion over me.
My beloved Jesus, you have called me to this hour of your passion to keep you company, and I have come. I seem to hear you in anguish, painfully praying, atoning, suffering, and pleading with the most moving and eloquent words for the salvation of souls. I tried to follow you in everything. Now I owe you my most heartfelt thank you, and I bless you. Yes, O Jesus, I repeat my thank you thousands and thousands of times. I bless you for all that you have done and suffered for me and for everyone. I thank you and I bless you for every drop of blood you shed. I thank you for every breath and for every heartbeat and for every step. I thank you for every word, glance, affliction, and outrage that you had to endure. In everything, O my Jesus, I intend to give you thank you and I bless you. O my Jesus, let my soul send forth a continuous flow of thanksgiving and blessings to you, to draw down upon all of us the stream of your blessings and graces. O my Jesus, press me to your heart. With your holy hands, mark each particle of my being with your I bless you, so that nothing but continuous hymn of blessings flow from me to you. My sweet love, I rest in your heart. I am afraid to leave it. Is it not true that you will keep me there? Our heartbeats will continually touch, so that you will give me life, love, and close the inseparable union with you. Please, I beg you, my sweet Jesus, if you see that I am about to run from you at times, let your heartbeat accelerate in mine. Let your hands press me closer to your heart. Let your eyes look at me and pierce me with rays of fire, so that I may feel your presence and immediately return to union with you. O my Jesus, be on guard so that I may not exhaust you. I beg you to watch over me. O give me a kiss, embrace me, and bless me. Give me your most holy hands, so that I can do all that I must do united with you.